guys, we're back for another Dragon Ball Legends video. And this is one thing about Legends that I always enjoy that they do is at the conclusion of all the PvP seasons, they'll go ahead and give us, the top 20 characters used. I believe they do it for Sparking, Extreme, and Hero. Now, for Hero, I feel like I've only seen 2 Hero characters actually used consistently, Shallot, and then, of course, the Hercule. I should talk briefly about that Hercule, by the way. I mean, I don't know. I guess let me pull him up real fast here. We're going to skip all the way to the bottom of the list, and we're just going to take a look at heroes. We're going to start with heroes. I probably won't talk too much about a lot of these units, but in particular, I do want to mention this Hercule character right here, right? So you guys should know who Bebop is. Clearly one of the best players in the world. He was recently ranked #1 overall, rank of 1. So Bebop's been good. Now, Bebop is the first person I saw doing this or talking about this, using this Hercule, because when you switch this Hercule in, where is it? Yeah, it's this right here. So when he enters the battlefield, he inflicts the entire enemy team. It's not just the enemy he's fighting, but the entire enemy team with paralyzed and strong poison. That's incredibly powerful, but you need to make sure your knowledge of the game is high when doing this, because I've had multiple people try and do this shit to me when I'm running God Key. Vegito Blue is immune to, I don't know. Here, let me pull up Vegito Blue. Like, what is it that makes him immune to it? Does he just have, like, 10 counts at the start of fight, or what? Let me pull up Vegito Blue. Vegito Blue, by the way, probably not a shock, but he is #1 on here. I mean, it is funny because he's Mr. LF, Legends Limited, 0.25% rates. Literally half the pull rate of a Dokkan featured summon LR. LR Ultra Instinct Goku and Dokkan has half of the pull rate of Vegito Blue. Half. He does. So keep that in mind, right? So despite that fact, this guy is still the most popular character in the meta. All right, let me see. Where is this? So, okay, there it is. When he enters the battlefield, he gets 15 counts where this shit doesn't work. So I have fought Hercule multiple times. A lot of times I like to lead off with Vegito Blue because he's the most overpowered unit in the game. If you get in on them, you get priority, and you start smacking them around, like, you could instantly kill a character in, like, 10 seconds. Or, if you don't kill a character, you can get a Rising Rush in, like, 10 seconds. Vegito Blue, most of the times, even when they're leading with a green unit, I just don't care. Like, it's just like, Vegito Blue, we're just powering right through it. So, someone tried to start with Hercule, and, like, Vegito Blue is immune, and I just instantly killed him in, like, 2 strikes. It's like, just instantly, he's dead. And then Beerus as well. I don't know how Zenkai Beerus has to be. I don't know if he has to be Zenkai 7, if he could be Zenkai 1, if even just default Beerus. But Beerus is immune to it as well. So, like, if you run across my God Key team, for example, and you've got this Hercule, don't even bring him, because he's just going to get instantly slaughtered, and that effect of his will be pointless. It'll be meaningless. So, Hercule can be very good. But you have to know what you're doing. You have to have a high knowledge of the game to where okay, there's Super Vegeta right there who is immune to paralyzed. I don't know if he is. I'm just making an example, right? You have to be able to spot that out and know, okay, I'm not bringing Hercule, right? But if you know, like, there's Omega Shenron, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Baby Vegeta, all 3 of them are susceptible to being paralyzed, I'll bring Hercule and, possibly help you win the game. So keep that in mind, right? Again, I don't want to spend too much time on, like, every single character. Like, Vegito Blue is #1 here. I mean, I don't even really need to talk about him, do we? Like, he's the best unit in the game by far. Very beginner-friendly. Every time he does a strike, he gets key. He draws another strike. Well, he's, the first 2 times he does a strike while he's on the battlefield, right? You switch him out, and then he does it again. Just insane. #2 is Merge Zamasu. This is not surprising to me. Merge Zamasu is my personal favorite character in the game. He is just insane. He's silly. Because I noticed that as the fight goes on, he just gets so strong. Yeah, okay. So these effects, right, from the battle start. So he gets this 40% damage inflicted, card draw speed, and then -5 to arts cost. He just gets so powerful as the fight continues on. And then his ultimate, dude, my Merge Zamasu is 14 stars, so he's maxed out. I've found, like, literally, I think the only character I've ever seen survive this Lightning of Absolution, if there's a character dead, has been Shallot. Shallot once survived this when there was, like, a character dead. Outside of that, I mean, I'm sure maybe I caught Rage Trunks at some point and he survived as well, having type advantage over Merge Zamasu. But, like, if they are only down to 2 or 1 battle member and you get the 50% or the 70%, it's death. And then on top of that, having the extra damage from him, the fight having gone on for a while, it's just, I don't know. Like, I just love Merge Zamasu. He's healing. He's got the cover, like, on strikes, so he'll go ahead and knock them back. Like, that's what's so annoying about fighting God Key, Future, these teams, is, like, you're going against these teams with both Vegito Blue and Merge Zamasu, and it's like, if you do a strike, they switch in Zamasu and knock you back. If you do a blast, they switch in Vegito Blue and knock you back. It's like, like, Goresh was telling me, he says if you don't make mistakes using like God Key, like if you don't make mistakes, I don't know what the exact wording he used, but he said Zenkai 7 Beerus, Vegito Blue, and Merge Zamasu. He says you have to make a mistake in order to lose. Basically, like it's too overpowered. Because Beerus is like an impenetrable wall. Like it's insane. Like Beerus, and he's a support set. Like it's just, I don't know. God Key is a little stupid, because them Zenkai 7 units, man. Then we got Kefla. Kefla is probably one of the most annoying characters in the world for me to fight. Maybe because I rely so much on Vegito Blue, and she's got type advantage, and then she's doing all the nonsense as well, where she's getting card draw speed. She's doing crazy damage, -5 to strike arts cost. Like she's just doing a lot. She does so much, and she's just attacking and attacking and attacking and attacking and doing damage and doing damage and doing damage. I don't know. Kefla is really good. If Kefla came back on a banner, like I would be eyeing her like, man, 14 star look pretty nice on her. Just saying, I'd love to have her with a 14 star. Let me tell you all that for free. Yellow Vegito, this guy's a problem. This yellow Vegito, I have been embarrassed by many yellow Vegitos throughout my time fighting because, once he transforms, that green card of his is a real annoyance, right? So he knocks this out. He gets 50 key, 20% of damage for 10 timer counts, and it's comboable. And it's like a full screen sort of like force push that he does. He hits you in it, you're dead. Like it basically, from what I've seen, when he gets this off and it hits you, a character dies. So, this is one of the few characters in the game I do not have, this yellow Vegito right here, and I'd love to get him. Because a team of yellow Vegito, Kefla, and Vegito Blue is very scary. Fusion team, very, very powerful. So I definitely would love to get that. I understand why he's high up. Rage Trunks, I mean, this is also another one of the most annoying characters in the game to fight because the way he cuts damage down, he heals with his green card so much. Like, him healing on his green card is just like, because oftentimes, like, I could tell, like, they'll just leave a Rage Trunks in while I'm just comboing them for days, and it's like, oh, okay, I see what you have multiple green cards. Yeah, and then it's own health by 15%, and then 15% of damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. 15% is an awful lot, man. And then every single time Trunks gets hit, how many times does he have to get hit to build it up? Where is this? Okay. 6 times. After he gets hit 6 times, he gets up to 60% damage that can't be canceled. Damn. Wow. And he's a support? Holy shit, I didn't even realize this. Damn. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. I should try a team of Zamasu, this guy, and Vegito Blue. It's just like, Beerus is just like so ridiculous, right? I just, I don't know. I love Beerus so much. Blue Vegeta right here. Yeah, definitely. People love running this guy, because he's a color counter directly to Blue Vegito, so it's very important to be running him. Blue Vegeta is just very strong, and especially, like, if you're, properly utilizing charge step and stuff like that, once this guy, like, starts moving, he gets that main ability up, his card draw speed is going just infinitely on and on and on, and then his ult as well. When you activate his ultimate, the opponent cannot switch. So, like, if you can quickly get a Vegito Blue caught out there, quickly use your ultimate, you could kill him. You could snipe him out of there. So that's very good. Purple Vegito, I'm going to tell y'all right now, this guy puts no fear whatsoever into me. I see Purple Vegito, and he's just meat. He's fish to me. It's like, oh, please, bring Purple Vegito out here, and he dies instantly. Purple Vegito is good. He does a lot of damage. But this man, he gets incinerated by, like, even Beerus does a lot of damage to this guy. Like, I don't know. I just have no fear whatsoever when I'm fighting physical, like, the purple Super Vegito, right? This guy seems just like 50 times better than him to me. I don't know. Maybe I've just fought players who aren't properly utilizing this guy or what, but he gets caught, and then he's just instantly dead. Like, he's got nothing. Rosé's super good, because when Rosé does his main, I believe it's when he does his main ability, not his ultimate, right? He gets type neutral for like 30 counts. Let me see. Yeah, type neutral for 30 counts, which is really good, of course, because the best unit in the game is blue right now. So that really helps Rosé and allows him to be effective, despite the fact that, you know, the king of the game is a direct counter to him. The only issue I have with Rosé that I've found is I really wish he just, just gave himself like 20 ki or something like that when he uses his main ability as well. I mean, he's already doing a lot, right? Healing, nullifying unfavorable element. What does he do on his ult? Let me see. So 50% to ult damage and then massive impact damage. Okay. But yeah, Rosé's pretty good. Definitely, of course, like this whole like top 20 is mostly going to be Fusion, God Key, Future, and like those are the three, right? There's so much overlap between those teams. Next we have Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Very, very powerful Super Saiyan 4 unit. Of course, again, he has advantage over Vegito Blue, but again, what I found is all three of the Super Saiyan 4s to me, they seem to go down very, very quickly. I don't know exactly why the reason is to that, but the Super Saiyan 4s don't really scare me so much when I encounter them, right? It's units like Kefla and Yellow Vegito and Merge Zamasu and Rage Trunks. Those are the ones that scare me. But GT teams, I'm never really scared of GT teams. I mean, and we have Omega down here at 11. I mean, sure, Omega would be much more problematic if he wasn't red. Like, if Omega was, like, green. If Omega was green, I mean, that would change things up, I think, quite a bit. Because, I mean, from what I've seen, I like Omega a lot better than Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Because Omega has, like, the best green card and then, like, the best ult in the game, basically, right? So his green card basically stops your opponent from being able to switch for 3 counts. So, like, and that's on activation. Yep, on activation. So you don't even have to hit them with it. You just use it and they can't switch, right? So boom. That instantly is super good. Again, that's the thing. Like, if this guy was green, obviously they wouldn't want to do that because then there would be such a hard counter to Vegito Blue in the meta, and I'm sure that they wanted Vegito Blue to be able to dominate, like, unequivocally without much opposition, because there's not really a red unit that could even stand in front of him besides Rosé with that nullify element, because like even Gotenks, doesn't he get like cover cut when he comes in? That's just, you just green card that away and you just kill him. Like, I don't know. So this green card though, again, probably the best in the game, because it's very similar to yellow Gohan's, where it's just this big sort of like area of effect like around Omega, and knocks him back. You can combo anything into it, they can't switch. Then you're doing extra damage. It's just insane. And then his ult, dude, he gets 50% to ultimate damage, and then it is an AoE attack as well. If you use his ult after having, like, all Dragon Balls, where is this? Where is this effect with the Dragon Balls? It's somewhere in here. Because he gets more damage. Yeah, okay, here it is. 10% of damage inflicted per Dragon Ball you possess. So if you have all 7 Dragon Balls, you get that green card off into his ult, and you basically win. Like, unless you're fighting like unless you're fighting Goresh or Bebop or D-Free or something like that, right? Like, you're probably gonna win, because that ult it's gonna kill like whoever's in front of you, and then do a lot of damage to their bench as well. So Omega can be very good. It's just he's blocked by Vegito Blue basically. This red Gotenks again just appears to be fish to me. Let me pull. I've never done like a deep dive of what this guy does. Let me take a look here. Oh, he could transform right away. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, I see. So, like, you could lead with Gotenks, and if you could get, like, a nice combo going with him, and then you transform, you get 50 ki. Interesting, okay. Damage inflicted, minus the strike arts cost, okay. Does he not have cover cut? The way people use him, I swore he had cover cut. Let me see. Maybe Super Saiyan 3? 50% of damage inflicted, lowers those. Yeah, okay, it's Super Saiyan 3 he has cover cut. Reduce damage received by 30% when changing cover. Okay. I mean, he's good. He's strong. He does a lot of damage. He increases card draw speed, stuff like that, but I don't know. Oh, he also heals himself. Oh, interesting. Okay. And you could do that right away. So you could pretty easily, probably do a combo where you could transform in that same combo and then potentially even use your main ability just in that first combo with his Super Saiyan 3. Interesting. Okay. I see why he's good, but he just doesn't scare me, right? Zenkai Trunks, people have been using him a lot, even without him at Zenkai 7. He is good, but again, you pretty easily can sort of catch this guy and just neutralize him, I think, rather quickly. I don't know. This Trunks, like, if it's like the end of the fight, he could do a lot of strike damage. I never really get too scared of this guy. Like, to me, the character who seems far better is Kid Goku. Zenkai 7 Kid Goku, like, a lot of times when I lose to Regen a lot. And then I lose to Zenkai 7 Kid Goku teams. That Zenkai 7 Kid Goku is a problem. So he always does put a lot of fear into me. Blue Kaioken Goku, I mean, again, this is a character who just seems like fodder to me. So a lot of these characters, like, I know the sort of baseline of what they do. Like, I know this Blue Goku can do a lot of damage, once you get that transformation going, once you use his green card, use his special, he nukes the opponent's hand and stuff like that. But this guy just goes down so quickly and so easily a lot of the times that, I don't know. I guess this whole video is me sort of looking at this from Vegito Blue's point of view and my infinite, like, whale god key team point of view. But, like, this guy I have no fear when fighting this guy. I just feel like it's like, oh, you're going to use him? All right, well, he's going to die instantly. Yeah, Baby is annoying. Baby, let me pull it up. What is it? It's his main ability. The healing that starts happening is just too ridiculous, right? Let me see. Okay. Plus 50% to allies' health restoration for 60 counts. Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. And 40% the damage inflicted by... Wow, Baby is so good. And then he reduces damage received by 20%. That's permanent, huh? Yeah, Baby is strong, dude. Yeah, that's... I so badly... I want a Zenkai 7 Fat Boo. I want to do Omega, Boo, and Baby. Because the thing is, like... Boo is the actual direct hard counter to Vegito Blue, right? Because he locks strike cards, locks you in, does all types of annoying shit like that. So, like, you could run Omega safely on that team with Fat Boo, and you could probably catch Vegito Blue and get him out of there quickly. Well, maybe not quickly, but you could definitely do it, right? And then that will help Omega a lot, and then Baby's gonna be, the healing and bullshit. It's pretty insane. And then he heals GT and Regeneration when he switches. Yeah, Baby's a little asshole. He's a little cocksucker, huh? LF Frieza, super, super good. I've not fought a lot of LF Friezas. I mean, obviously, me and Gresh did some sparring. Gresh, obliterated me with a Lineage of Evil, of course. What a shock, right? The Frieza, Frieza can be a little bit annoying, blocking attacks and stuff like that. But the one thing about Frieza is he's ever been on that one banner, right? So the thing about that is... Whenever I've fought this guy, he's like 2-star, 3-star, 4-star. Like, this guy does not have a lot of stars. And, like, Legends limited units are super great, but, like, if you're not going to have a lot of stars on them, then, like, a unit like Super Baby 2, that's like, 13 stars, something like that. Like, he's going to be fine against LF Frieza, right? So, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, again, another character that just doesn't I don't know. I just encounter him and I just kill him. This asshole. This guy feels like one of the best units in the game to me, easily. Endurance, his damage, just everything. Like, he's free to play. He's crazy. Like, I'm surprised. The only reason he's probably this far down at 18 is because Goresh and them were telling me that the grind for this guy's Zenkai 7 was way worse than the Trunks Zenkai 7 grind. So, Vegito, again, I mean, he's very tanky, and he can lock opponents in, so people still like to run him. Plus, he's free to play, so, everyone's going to be having him at 14-star and stuff like that. That's obviously why he's on here. But, I mean, besides that, he just doesn't do a lot of damage. I mean, he can get killed pretty quickly. And then this guy, Gohan. Of course, Gohan is here. Gohan's still really good, again, locking you in. That insane green card of his, Gohan's just always going to be relevant. One thing that actually kind of surprised me here is that both Fat Boo and Cooler are not on here. No Beerus as well. But, I mean, Beerus makes sense because he's Legends limited. So you have to pull, 1, 2... 3, 4, 5. You have to pull 5. You have to Rainbow Beerus and Dokkan, basically, in order to even Zenkai him. And then you have to spend 20k Chrono Crystals to Zenkai 7 him. So the Zenkai system is just so insanely, just like whale feed, basically. So that makes sense why he's not on here. The Blue Cooler. I have fought quite a few Coolers, so I was surprised that he wasn't on here. I mean, I hear that basically the 3 best units in the game are Beerus, Cooler, and then Blue Vegito. So... I want to get my Cooler Zenkai 7 fully soul boosted. He is Zenkai 7, but not fully soul boosted. Gogeta, I mean, I know Gogeta is super good. That first, before he takes his first attack, he has 70% cut, which is super good. So some people like to run him as lead, even with Vegito Blues are all over the place. I know RIP to our boy Goresh had to go the reason Goresh's Vegito Blue is like 11-star, whatever it is, or 12-star, or I think it's 11. I think he's got him at 11. It's because of how badly it was for him trying to get this Gogeta, right? Whis and then Super Vegeta. I've not really ran into many Whis. I might do a video on Zenkai 7, Beerus, and Whis together, because Whis, I mean, the stuff he does. So, when he enters the battlefield, following effects will occur if tag God key other than the character's battle member. So, these are for Whis himself. Following effects will occur if Beerus is a battle member. So, he gets more draw speed and -5 to own strike and blast arts. Wow. And then applies the following effects to allied God key when this character switches to standby. 25% of damage, 25% of key recovery, and then, oh, look at this. Oh, 20% of... dude. He gives Beerus 45% damage. And then 20% crit rate, 25% key recovery, and then 30% ultimate damage. This is insane. That's so crazy. Yeah. I'm going to try that out. I have not used Whis myself with Beerus, but we're going to try that out. And then finally, Super Vegeta is, what is he, third? We're here with Extreme. I assume people just enjoying trying out his main ability, which he draws his special move, restores his key so you could use it. Yeah, because even if you're at 0 key, you can immediately use your special move for it, right? Because you draw it, it costs 50, but then you lower it by 15, so it needs 35, and then you restore key by 35, so you could just instantly use it, even no matter what the situation. Then you get plus 80% of the special move damage, and it reduces Vanishing Gauge to 0 for the enemy. So, you know, maybe if you get to the final enemy left, like, there's nothing they could really do against this unless they have maybe their own special move that they can quickly counter with or something. But, you know, that effect itself is just, you know, very interesting. So, there we go. I mean, you know, I could talk more about some other characters, you know, maybe like Shallot. I have fought Shallot quite a bit. Shallot is super good with his God form. He definitely feels like he's one of the top characters in the game. Again, Shallot is one of the only characters I've seen survive against Merged Zamasu in the later stages of the fight for a while. So, you know, big shoutouts to him. Again, surprised that Cooler's not on here. But, I mean, LOE, I probably would say, isn't really that popular. I mean, it's just basically every single match is against Fusion, Future, God Key, right? So, and then, of course, we have the Undisputed King. So, let me know what you guys think of the top 20 characters in PvP. Again, despite the fact that this guy has half the rate of LR Goku, seemingly everyone in the world pulled him. So, I don't know. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.